families.
I see you.
Together, we can create a community where no child has to endure what you went through.
I believe you.
Until then, we hear you, we see you, and we will advocate for you.
Right now at Affordable Dentures and Implants, new denture wearers get a free upgrade to our premium denture. That's an average savings of $700. Call 1-800-DENTURE today. Offer ends October 7th.
Go ahead and smile.
You're watching CW Rochester.
The law office of William Attar Friday Night Rivals, driven by the Bob Johnson Automotive Group, as Week 3 brings us to Hilton. LeBeau Field tonight for this showdown as the undefeated Cadets of Hilton host the 5-time sectional champions, the undefeated Knights of McQuade. Along with Mike Danger, my name is Gene Battaglia. This is everything we could hope for in Week 4 of the Section 5 season.
What a great way to wrap up the month of September. 2 undefeated teams with a rich history and something to prove. McQuade looking to make it 6 times in a row as section champs, and Hilton with something to say about that.
Yeah, for McQuade, this is unusual for them. 3 wins, but every one of the games they've been down in. But they have the talent to pull themselves up, as Alan Nesmith, our player to watch in the backfield.
Absolutely. He was an absolute force so far through 3 games this season. 212 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns in Week 3, the 38-26 win over Penfield.
He'll be countered on the other side. You know Hilton loves to run the ball. J.J. DiBattista not only can run the ball, came up big defensively last week.
Clutch play to seal the game last week against Rush Henrietta, the game-winning interception. And he told us that was easily the biggest play of his young football career.
As we take a look at tonight's Ide family of dealerships, keys to the game, and for McQuade, they might want to get something going on the outside here tonight.
Yeah, get that quick screen game going. They know that Hilton's D is going to stack the box, try to stop the run, attack the perimeters. Defensively, yeah, they better stop that run. Hilton's offense starts and ends with their run game. McQuade would also like to add a game-changing play on special teams tonight. Offensively for Hilton, look for big plays on third down. Matt Kasoric, quarterback for Hilton, gives their offense an added dimension. Coach Lapani likes his protection, likes his receivers, and ignore the motion on defense. McQuade is balanced offensively. They know this. Stay disciplined. Do your job.
It is a beautiful night for football as the crowd filing in here tonight in Hilton. McQuade and Hilton will have the kickoff coming your way next here on Friday Night Rivals on the CW.
Is water okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for calling Kangaroo.
Hello, Kangaroo.
Hello, Kangaroo.
Hi, what can I do for you? Hello, Kangaroo.
I'm glad you called.
Me too.
Yeah, give us a call. Kangaroo. We hop to it.
Hello?
Hey, Joey, Grandpa's coming over.
It's important that your garage door is working properly. Call Tracy Door.
We fix that. We fix that. We fix that too.
Go, go, go!
Taken down at the 1-yard line. We don't fix that.
Triple O will make you go. Triple O.
We write page 1 of the next chapter.
NXT is moving to the CW.
Tuesday.
How cool is this?
The new era of NXT kicks off live from Chicago with special guest superstar CM Punk.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Be there as a new chapter begins for NXT.
Tuesday at 8 on CW Rochester.
65 degrees here tonight. Everything you would want for the final Friday of the month of September. As right now they are doing the starting intros for the home team, the Hilton Cadets. And over the years, this team has pretty much had the same identity. It's funny, when you're watching Monday Night Football, they're talking about, for example, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and you don't know their identity offensively. We never have any questions whatsoever what a Rich Lapani team likes to do.
No, absolutely right. And his coaching staff is aligned. His players are aligned. You know what? The difference with this year's squad, and Rich Lapani was very open talking to us about his quarterback here in Kasorik. Matt Kasorik actually has good receivers, good protection from his offensive line, and can make some plays. They're throwing a little bit more than you would see normally from a Hilton Cadets football team this season. So Kasorik could be a key here if they engage him in the passing game.
Yeah, Rich Lapani now in his 36th season as they will introduce J.J. DiBattisto coming in. And on a night like this, it's normal to wear shorts, but even if it were 20 degrees out, I bet he'd be wearing shorts.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we could do to get Rich Lapani to not wear short pants on the sideline. He is an absolute legend in Section 5. I want to say, did we hear third all-time in Section 5 wins? I want to say Rich Lapani. So, held in high regard here in the Hilton community and in Section 5 as well.
Bobby Bates on the other side, too. Not to be outdone.
Oh, shorts there. Okay. Oh. Employing a shorts until it snows mentality in Section 5. Bobby Bates growing up watching Hilton Cadet football. I mean,
Kevin Roche.
Knowing all about Rich Lapani.
Yeah, Kevin Roche will have more on that in a little bit. The McQuaid Knights beating Lancaster, come from behind win week 1, week 2, defeating RH in a game we did on Friday Night Rivals, and then their home opener against Penfield. See, you're McQuade. Every team wants to give you their best shot. Hilton, the latest here tonight. As we are going to pause now, as we will have the playing of our national anthem.
With the singing of our national anthem by our Hilton High School chorus.
Great job by the Hilton Chorus, and Mike Danger, there are a lot of great venues in Section 5, a lot of great fan bases, certainly Hilton right near the top.
Yeah, LeBeau's a gorgeous field here. Homecoming last week, Hilton getting the win 21-14 over Rush Henrietta. J.J. Battisto with the game-sealing interception at the end of that game. Tightly fought game, real physical. Both of these teams dealing with some injuries. We'll get to that through the course of the evening as well.
As we go downstairs, a third member of our broadcast team, we say good evening to Kevin Roche.
Yeah, good evening, guys. You were talking about it earlier. We were talking with Bobby Bates earlier this week, and believe it or not, he's a big fan of Hilton. He told us he not only resides here, but he started coming to football games at this field when he was in elementary school, not only to cheer on the Cadets, but to cheer on his brother Dan, who was on Rich Lapani's staff for nearly 20 years. He loves LeBeau Field. He said he gets nostalgic every time, but he knows how much football means to this community, and that's one of the reasons why you won't see him wear McQuade gear on this side of town, guys.
Kevin, thank you so much. And the way he tells a story is he'll go and he'll be filling up his tank and he'll hear somebody talk about Hilton football.
Yeah, and he'll just kind of be a fly on the wall. They don't recognize who he is because he's not wearing the McQuade gear. That's nice. It's nice to kind of get a little perspective as to how big Hilton football is in this community. And he's so familiar with this area, with this field. I mean, good chance that we'll have some fog rolling in. Like if the fog is rolling in, you're at LeBeau Field. You're playing football in Hilton.
Of course, for folks who may not know, Hilton is in the red jerseys with the white helmets. And let's take a listen in.
Got a head, and we got a tail. What do you guys want to call?
Tails.
Tails is a call. We'll let it hit the ground. Tails it is. White, you won the toss. You can receive. Okay. White won the toss. They'll receive. You guys, okay, so your guys are going to be down there. You guys are going to receive down here. Gentlemen, shake hands. Bring your squads out. Let's go. Have a good game.
Danger, what do you think of that? That's not normal these days, but that's Bobby Bates wanting to set a tone early.
Yeah, they want the ball. They win the toss, and rather than defer, which is all in style, let's get the ball. Let's see if we can move it downfield on this Hilton defense and set a tone early in this game of undefeateds.
Yeah, this is a McQuade team, and we talked about it every game. They've been down, and they were down to Penfield, but they found a way. Nesmith, the 5 touchdowns, and they've yet to kind of get to where they believe they should be playing.
Yeah. Bobby Bates funny with us earlier this week saying, it'd be nice if we just get one decisive win. Can we get a decisive win this season? But a hard week of practice. Bates and his staff got on the guys, and they're looking for that decisive win, and it could come as soon as this week against an undefeated Hilton squad. We'll see.
Tyler Rieger to kick this off for Hilton. It's the USA Insulation kickoff. And Alice Nesmith, one of the 2 deep there, number 4. And we are underway tonight from Hilton, as that will be eventually picked up at the 20, bouncing it to the outside to the 30, and then brought down is going to be number 13, Xavier Cox. As we take a look at the quarterback, and when you talk about veteran quarterbacks in Section 5, right at the top of the list, Will DeMarco, also a champion in lacrosse with that McQuade team.
Yeah, he's a 3-year starter, 4-year varsity player. You mentioned it, state champs in lacrosse in 2024, so he knows all about pressure and in big game situations. That's the guy you want to lean on if you're Bobby Bates.
We will get to the starters for both teams after this 1st and 10 play. Spotting it at the 33. So DeMarco, they're going to go empty set. Interesting, as DeMarco, the quick screen to the near side to Cox. And Cox will get positive yardage across the 40, and he's going to be close to the marker. He'll be about a yard shy, but that is what McQuade wants to do, try to open things up on the outside.
Yeah, that was Bobby Bates' game plan offensively. He told us that he wanted to attack the perimeter, knowing that Hilton will likely stack the box and try and stop Nesmith in the run game.
Take a look at the McQuade offense there. Nesmith, the player to watch at the running back position. Ace Erdman with the game-winning touchdown in Game 2 at RH. Second, and we'll call it half a yard as Cox going into motion. DeMarco's going to throw on 2nd and short. And it's going to be Erdman who's going to be wrapped up. Good play on the outside. That is Anthony Matrano getting the call tonight. So Matrano in there for the sources on that play. Sorrell, Tracy, Smith, and Grayson, that stout front line for that Hilton defense. Loss of 4 on the play. Here's 3rd down, and Hilton gets the stop. That's the way to start it for the home team, a 3 and out. And we go back to the play on 2nd and inches, and McQuade, the play there, derailing this drive.
Drew O'Buck just shooting the gap and just a solid fundamental tackle on Nesmith to force the 4th down pick. Great play on defense. McQuade forced a punt.
So the Knights, not what they want to start out with here in this game, as that we picked up. And it's going to take a Knight roll. And be down at the 25-yard line. So first time we'll see Hilton on offense tonight. Matthew Kasorek, their quarterback, a little beyond his years as a sophomore.
19-35, 347 yards on the young season for Kasorek. And man, Rich Lapani, head coach of Hilton, heaping praise on his sophomore quarterback. Was able to make some plays with his arm. It's something that you don't see often out of Hilton, but they are able to pass the ball more and pass it with efficiency this season.
The tight end, always a big part in the Hilton offense. Braden Pike wearing number 2. DiBattisto, the running back. We'll get to the starters on both sides after this 1st and 10 play. The play action, the throw to the far side, and it's going to be dropped. Everything was set up for Braden Pike. A lot of green ahead of him. I'm sure he was thinking about that, and it'll be 2nd down. That offensive line, Smith, Searle, Tracy, Lemon, and Soreau for the offense on the outside, Tidings and Russell. 2nd down and 10, the down and distance. We'll get to the McQuade defense after this play. Fullback once again, and it's going to be DiBattisto lowering his shoulder, bringing up 3rd and manageable as that run to the right goes up to the 31-yard line. Thing with McQuade, Danger, they can rotate in a lot of different defensive linemen. Starting tonight, Cooper Condas, Bryson Terry, the son of Adam Terry, the former NFL and Syracuse great, and a lot of talent on the back end as well. Corgrello and Cox, very tough to throw against. Can McQuade get a stop? Can Hilton pick this up? It's 3rd down and short. Going back to the ground, DiBattisto has it and more. And the stiff arm brings it across the 45, and that'll get everyone fired up. That's good enough for a Kangaroo 1st down. Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, home of Kangaroo. We hop to it.
Great job by the offensive line of Hilton. Create some holes here, some space. You can see some push, and DiBattisto finding that hole. The stiff arm with emphasis and authority at the end of the run to finish it off. Strong running by Hilton. What you would expect out of a Cadets offense.
Some great blocking up front as well. Ball up to their own 48. As this time, Kasorek will be under center, going right back to DiBattisto. Breaks an arm tackle, and he'll go into McQuade territory, bringing it down to about their 45. We'll call that a gain of 7.
Hunter Tracy on that play, getting to the 2nd level after snapping the ball at center for Hilton with a nice, powerful block downfield to spring for a couple of extra yards there. Hilton's on the move.
All right, so the playbook wide open here for Rich Lapani on 2nd and short. Tidings will go to the far side. And once again, the I formation. Going right back to DiBattisto, and again, yards after contact, getting another 1st down, brought to you by Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kangaroo. We hop to it.
Anthony Matrano, early hero in the game for Hilton with the lead block there. He had a big play on defense to shorten McQuade's drive, and you can see the block here that springs DiBattisto for a few extra yards as well. So Hilton on the move, and they're making it the way they usually do with the run game. Physical, ground and pound.
Tyler Rieger will be the receiver to the far boundary. Pike, the tight end, line up to the near side. And keeping it right on the ground. And why wouldn't they? Look at those legs move. Hopping over one defender. And we'll call it a gain of 5. J.J. DiBattisto. Talking to Bloomsburg.
Yeah, and I should correct myself. Calvin Starwald, the fullback, is doing a great job getting that next level and clearing out some bodies for DiBattisto to get the yardage that he's been getting here early in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, the fullback. Sometimes they are very important, and number 40 doing a fantastic job here for Hilton on this opening drive. He's out there once again. 2nd down and 5, 2 tight ends. And they're going to keep it on the ground. And DiBattisto, again, breaking an arm tackle. He's got another 1st down. What a start here for Hilton. They get it down to the 26. Another first down brought to you by Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kangaroo. We hop to it.
Starting off in the I formation, and there he is, Starwald, who we mentioned, the fullback, who's able to kind of create a little edge there for DiBattista to exploit a couple of broken tackles as well. I mean, they're running the I formation, and they're running it well, daring McQuade to stop them, and they haven't been able to yet this drive.
So McQuade's strategy, let's get the ball, let's get the field position at least, not working out here as they went 3 and out. Now it's Hilton driving all on the ground after that initial incompletion. And again, it's DiBattista. He's not coming out, Danger.
5 yards of the second down and 5.
Taking some punishment on that play. A couple of hard hits from McQuade.
Right tackle Kyle Sorrow with a nice block.
DiBattista, also a wrestler in the winter, plays baseball in the spring. Interested in business when he gets to college, Gene.
We are already past the midway point of the first. This is what happens when you keep it on the ground, as that should be enough. It is enough. The first down on this drive. Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kangaroo. We hop to it.
It is first and 10 Cadets.
Ooh, Starwald, again, another block.
Now for McQuade, this is a gut check here. Your guys up front are big, nasty, mean. They need to get a little bit of a push up front, be disruptive. Try and make some tackles here in the run game.
Yeah, there's no surprise what Hilton wants to do, and they're doing it. This time, modest gain, down to the 11. Zach Couch, one of the leaders on this team, a team captain on the inside, number 5, making the tackle. Tidings will be the receiver to the far side, but you get the sense Hilton is just going to keep it on the ground. Again, DiBattista, and again, McQuade with the contact and some positive yardage out of that. But you get the idea. You just can't have one player tackling DiBattista tonight. It's going to have to be a team effort.
Yeah, and he's going to break some arm tackles, as we just saw him do there. 64, Will Neubecker had him in his grasp. You can see the spin there. Neubecker had him in his grasp, and he kind of leans forward there for a couple of extra yards. Positive gain. And it's a third and manageable here for Hilton.
So it's down to the 9. Get it to the 5 or just a little after, and you would get that first down. 2 tight ends once again. DiBattista gets the call, keeping those legs moving, and he's going to be short. So it's decision time here for Rich Lapani.
He was met immediately in the line of scrimmage by the McQuade Knights.
You can see 79 on that one.
That is Cooper Condis.
Yeah, Cooper Condis absolutely swallowing up the play in the middle of that McQuade defensive line.
All right, for now, the offense is staying out there, but it might be one of those situations, the way they're kind of huddled up, just bleed the clock down and call the timeout. And that's it appears what Hilton is going to do here. There he is, our buddy Adam Terry.
Well, when we had the McQuade rush Henry at a game, it's not lost on me that Bryson, his son, was the disruptor on the final passing play of the game, kind of sealed the win for McQuade. And as a sophomore with the size he has, yeah, we're going to be hearing a lot more about Bryson Terry in the years to come.
Adam Terry, just such a pleasure to talk to. He, folks who don't know, went to Syracuse, offensive tackle, and a second-round pick of the Baltimore Ravens. And he was playing there, with Ray Lewis on the other side, saw a lot of things. Knee injury ended his career, I'm sure, sooner than he wanted to, but he has kept in touch with everybody, and now is the color commentator for Syracuse University football. And it works out this week because, the Orange are home tomorrow. It's a noon kickoff. He can be helping out Bobby Bates here tonight.
Fantastic.
Yeah, as a reminder, we will have the Vinyl Outlet Defense Play of the Game. The Vinyl Outlet, West New York's best porch, deck, and fence installations.
Cool, would be seeing a nominee for that. with this play.
Well,
looks like they're going to go for the field goal here. Yeah.
So, unless there's a block here. And
lining up.
Tyler Rieger coming out. And the ball will be spotted at the 14. 24-yard attempt. Has the distance. And it's through. So Hilton eating up a lot of time in the first quarter. And they get the early 3-0 lead. 3-0 Hilton, 3-0 McQuade, and our score 3-0 Hilton as we take this break. It's a little off. This is a William Attar's Friday Night Rivals on CW Rochester.
Don't settle for a less than perfect yard. Now is the time for change. Build your dreams today by enhancing the beauty and safety of your home with a new fence, porch, or deck from the Vinyl Outlet. Take advantage of our 60-60-60 sale. Get a $60 Visa gift card plus either 60 months no interest financing or 60% off installation. A lifetime warranty is included. Act today. It's the best time to save on your new fence, deck, or porch. Schedule your appointment now.
Let us transform your home.
Our AAA scoring insurance summary as it's Hilton leading McQuade 3-0, and quite a drive there, Mike Danger.
13 plays, 66 yards, capped off with a 24-yard Tyler Rieger field goal for the 3-0 lead, and that ate up a lot of first quarter clock, which I'm sure Rich Lapani is not going to complain about.
It's the USA Insulation kickoff here, and for McQuade, second drive tonight. They went 3-0 in the opening one, and Rieger to let this one rip. And it's going to be Cox trying to catch it on a line drive, picks it back up, and through traffic will be able to plow his way ahead across the 30-yard line. Well, let's just see if McQuade, I know they wanted to open it up trying to throw to the outside, but Mike Danger, do you get Nesmith going when you have one of the best running backs in Section 5? That's always, I would think, plan A.
Yeah, and you know, for as much as they know Hilton is going to stack the box, I think they still want to try to attack that perimeter. We'll see if we have some DeMarco passes here, screen passes out to the outside.
Paul Rizzo will be a fullback here, so this is a power formation with DeMarco getting the snap and getting the delayed handoff is Nesmith, and he'll use his body to fall forward after only a gain of 2 on the play. That's J.J. DiBattisto on the tackle. Talking with last week, in that game against RH, it's a lesson in football. You'll have your ups, your downs. Hilton trying to drive, seal the game, and, well, he fumbled.
Yeah.
He feels pretty bad about himself. You know what he does? He goes on defense, and he makes the play of the game.
That's right.
Here's going to be Nesmith, a little stutter, and then loses his footing. Home player losing his helmet, too. That's Caleb Grayson. Zach Couch hobbling around there. He's going to stay in. Boy, another opportunity for Hilton to get off the field here. It's 3rd down and 6. Taking a look at Drew O'Buck, and Couch is going to stay out there. Again, going with the heavy personnel. DeMarco handing it off to Nesmith. And that Hilton defensive line winning their battles.
Number 77, Mason Suro on the tackle.
Mason Suro with the tackle.
Number 54, Liam Willihan.
Yeah, how about Braden Pike stepping up into that hole as well, make the initial tackle. Hilton's defense, boy, they're stacking the box. They're trying to stop that run. They've been effective so far. McQuade doesn't have any answers early on in this one.
Yeah, so the Knights, second time they go 3 and out. And this is going to be a punt that is going to take a nice McQuade roll. Out of bounds at the 25. Hilton goes on their second offensive series. When we come back, we are live tonight from Hilton. It's law offices of Willie Matar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group on CW Rochester.
Hello?
Hey, Joey, Grandpa's coming over.
Hey, Mom. Grandpa's on his way over.
It's important that your garage door is working properly. Call Tracy Door Company for garage doors, openers, or service. 585-426-6060.
For 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company.
Back in Hilton tonight, beautiful night for football, 65 degrees, the game time temperature, everything you would want here tonight. Another big crowd here tonight as well. So the McQuade defense bending but not exactly breaking there, allowing just the field goal last time. They're going to be asked to step up here now. Second drive of the night for Hilton.
You know what Hilton has done with that first drive and running as much as they did. And you know, we know that Rich Lapani has faith in Matt Kasorik's arm. Wonder at what point we'll see. Probably not on this play, but at what point we'll see that arm get unleashed.
Yeah, to the tight end is always kind of a good play there, as this will be a short gain to the 29.
Zach Couch on the tackle. Number 35, John DiBattista once again on the carry for the Cadets. Gain of 4 on the play, never go second down and 6.
So second down, Hilton cannot bring this to the quarter. Trading Gell, the extra tight end here, number 87. Second down and 7. Kasorik under center. Play action. Kasorik with time. Throwing, and it's going to be caught. It's caught by Starwald. I'm not sure if he was the intended receiver as Gell was in the same area. It's good enough for a first down. Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home at Kangaroo. We hop to it.
Rizzo lost a little discipline on his defending there. He had great coverage on the play, and then he just kind of gave it up and left open a big game. You're right, more than one receiver, intended receiver in the area, but there's the play that we were waiting for from Hilton. Kasorik unleashing one, and big gain through the air.
Hilton coming up to the line of scrimmage, but just a few seconds remaining, and yeah, the Cadets will take it to the quarter. Good start here for the home team. They lead McQuade 3-0 as we go to the second. It's law offices of Willie Matar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group. Tonight from Hilton, here on CW Rochester.
He's at the 20,
We fixed that. We fixed that. We fixed that too.
Go, go, go!
Taken down at the 1-yard line. We don't fix that.
Triple O will make you go. Oh, oh, oh. Triple O.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling in RA and PSA, relieve fatigue, and stop further joint damage. And in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin, heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
AbbVie could help you save.
We write page 1 of the next chapter.
NXT is moving to the CW.
Tuesday.
How cool is this?
The new era of NXT kicks off live from Chicago with special guest superstar CM Punk.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Be there as a new chapter begins for NXT.
Tuesday at 8 on CW Rochester.
It's a ground attack here for Hilton as they will have it. 1st and 10 after their first completion tonight. This going to the fullback, Kelvin Starwold, the sophomore. Starwold once again out there as the fullback. 2 tight ends here as we begin the second. DiBattista bouncing off of one tackler, and this time the defensive line for the Knights holding. As at the bottom of that pile, Bryson Terry making the tackle, number 78.
He was wrapped up by number 60, Bryce Weber.
Bryson Terry at 6'5", 325. A sophomore. He's got a couple more years to grow.
Watch out, Section 5. A couple of impressive sophomores so far in this game. Let's not forget about Starwold, the sophomore fullback, number 40.
DiBattista is going to line up as a receiver to the near side. Different formation. High snap. Kasorik is going to pull it down, and he's going to lean forward. So it's making the best out of a play that looked like it could have gone sideways, as it's going to be Zach Couch making the tackle to bring up 3rd and short.
A decent improvisation by Kasorik on that one to just kind of gather his composure. Like there might have been a handoff in play there, but he holds on to it and gets it ahead. Big hole and big gain for number 12.
Drew O'Buck was lined up as the running back that time. O'Buck coming off of the field. Rieger coming on as the flanker to the far side. 3rd down and short. DiBattista again, the tailback here in the eye. And he'll get the call, and he gets tripped up. And that time it's going to be number 60, Bryce Weber, with the tackle to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Weber part of a rotation at defensive tackle tonight with Mo DeLeo battling an injury from McQuade.
So with the ball 4th and 4, Rich Lapani is not going to chance it here, and he'll send out his special teams unit. As it'll be Braden Pike, the senior. Erdman deep back here for the Knights. As Erdman is telling everybody to back off. That's another favorable bounce. And the Knights are going to be backed up inside their own 20-yard line. Well, coming up, we'll have the Platinum HVAC halftime report. We'll have this week's O heating, cooling, electrical, and plumbing scholar athletes. O, service so good you're going to find a reason to call. Kevin Roche will have some interviews as well. That's the Platinum HVAC halftime report. All right, so 6 plays for McQuade, and they've yet to get a first down here, Mike Danger. What would you suggest the Knights do?
I would stick with the game plan. You know, they had a little bit of success early in their first drive by attacking those perimeters. They kind of got away with it, the run game. Hilton spread out a little bit here defensively. Now let's see what they come with.
As there's the throw over the middle. It's intercepted. Ball was a little high. As it's going to be Rieger. Rieger inside the 25. As Tyler Rieger, the sophomore, with the pick. And Hilton is in business. Tyler Rieger, certainly a nomination for our Vinyl Outlet Defense Play of the Game.
So it's just a straight passing game. Things are spread out offensively for McQuade. And a great job tipping that.
That's just DeMarco not planting his feet.
Yeah,
that was
Braden Pike getting his hand up, tipping it. And, wow, real opportunistic play defensively by Tyler Rieger to set up the Cadets offensively here with the short field.
Okay, so it's going to be DiBattista as your flanker to the near side. And here's the keeper for Kasorik, and Kasorik is going to run into a wall. There was not anything, and once again, number 5, Zach Couch leading the charge.
No gain on the play. Around second down and 10.
So Zach Couch was hobbled earlier in this game. He's looking fine out there. No gain on the play to bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, we're at the point of the Section 5 season here, too, Gino, where I think every player is dealing with some bumps and bruises. Some players were questionable coming into this game. Other players out altogether. The wear and tear of the season started to take its toll throughout the section.
Kosoric out of the shotgun. 2 tight ends once again. Play action. Kosoric through the end zone. Wants Starwald and just overthrew him. Starwald had the inside position. A.J. Quagrello from McQuade on the coverage.
And it was good coverage, by the way. It was tight. And that ball ended up being, could have gone either way. Ends up going incomplete, but Quagrello was on the spot. Nice closing speed there to try and make the play for the turnover.
So 3rd and long, and I would say this is just out of range for Rieger. He's got the only points tonight, 24-yard field goal.
Good timing on that play defensively, too. Got there right at the same time as the ball, prevent the pass interference.
DiBattisto is in the slot to the right, and we're going to get a timeout.
Hilton, it's their second timeout of the half.
I don't want to jinx anything, but that's the first we've heard from our officiating crew tonight, other than the other timeout. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't really believe in jinxes.
Yeah, honestly, like, if you watched the pro game last night, and I think the announcers were getting tired of all those flags last night.
But they're letting them play.
Yeah.
Let them play.
Let them play. And these are 2 quality teams that are not going to make mistakes, certainly not in week 4. And what you love about the game of football, physicality, and that's what we've got here today.
Yeah, well-coached teams. They're physical. They're disciplined. Could you call a penalty on every play? You probably could call a penalty on every play if you really looked hard enough. But so far tonight, knock on something, Gene. They're letting them play.
Closed captioning for tonight's game brought to you by the Vinyl Outlet. The Vinyl Outlet, the best in fences, decks, railings, and porches. 3rd down and 10.
It is 3rd down and 10 for the Cadets.
So the Cadets with 1 timeout remaining. Same formation. DiBattisto in the slot to the right. Here's the snap. Kosoric stepping up. Wants a man in the end zone. Wants his tight end right through his hands. Braden Pike. A difficult attempt, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice route run by Braden Pike. And, man, it's just a shame that play wasn't able to be completed. Boy, he had a really, really nice route there to find himself in the end zone. Pass from Kosoric is there. Pretty ball. And just enough defensively there by 24. A.J. Quagrello again to break that up.
So as we were mentioning, Rieger, he's coming in right now, but he's not coming in as the place kicker. He's going to line up in the slot to the far side. So after the interception, can the McQuade defense pick up Will DeMarco? Here's the snap. 4th down. On the move. The throw, and it's incomplete. Throwing across his body. Those are always difficult plays, and the Cadets turn it over on downs. Aiden Bateman was the intended receiver.
Well, we've seen McQuade's defense bend, but again, it does not break here, and it's a pass that maybe Kosoric wants back.
Lucas Russell, the intended receiver. Number 18.
Just a little behind.
So for the Knights, in a game where really offensively nothing has happened here so far, still looking for their 1st down. They're only down 3-0. 8:32 remaining here in the second. Bobby Bates looking on as DeMarco. Under pressure. DeMarco's going to get wrapped up. That's number 10, Caleb Grayson with the sack.
Boy, DeMarco has such a knowledge of this offense, and it's got to be frustrating for him that he hasn't been able to get the best of this Hilton defense. Caleb Grayson there just taking advantage of DeMarco holding onto the ball a little too long, and the pressure gets to him finally for the sack.
I like the play call. Let's get DeMarco, some confidence, but from that angle, you don't really see anybody that's open, but
I think Nesmith was probably the intended target there, and DeMarco just a little gun shy, not really pulling the trigger on that one. Holding on to it a little too long, and the big loss on first down.
6'1", 200. Grayson coming up with a sack. Here's going to be the throw up into the air, the deflection, and the diving, the attempt off of the deflection on the far side. As that was Braden Craig trying to catch that off a deflection, number 9.
Yeah, Xavier Cox, the intended receiver there, not able to squeeze it, and it takes a bounce off of his shoulder pads. You get a look at Craig trying to make the miraculous reception there.
Third down and very long here. We'll call it third down and 20. Here's the snap. Marco stepping up in the pocket. He's running out of time. He's going to try to take off, and DeMarco well short of the marker. And once again, the fourth time tonight, Hilton comes up with a stop.
Great series for defensive end number 10, Caleb Grayson. The 6'1", 200-pound senior for Hilton, all over the field on that series for Hilton defensively.
Matt Kosorik is deep back here for the Cadets. And for McQuade, this is another uncharacteristic thing. They have a player. They're coming out late here. They do have enough time to get this off. And it's a shank. It'll take a little bit of a bounce, but Hilton will start this possession in McQuade territory when we come back. We are in the second. Hilton with a 3-0 lead on McQuade. It's the law offices of William Matar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group on CW Rochester.
Hello?
Hey, Joey, Grandpa's coming over.
Hey, Mom. Grandpa's on his way over.
It's important that your garage door is working properly. Call Tracy Door Company for garage doors, openers, or service. 585-426-6060.
For 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company.
Of course, it's a big event here tonight at Hilton with some very special guests. Is Kevin Roche.
Oh, absolutely. Gene here with some junior cadets as well as the varsity cheerleading captains, Lily Dolly, Gianna Bianchi, and Alyssa Plumador. We'll start with you, Lily. 15-time sectional champions. You finished third at states a year ago. Why has this team been so successful over the years?
We're very family-based. Like, we pride ourselves in hard work and dedication. And we make sure everybody gives 100%, even on the off-season, because no one's spot is ever guaranteed. So that's, like, about it.
It's the most important thing, too. Just like football and any other sport, you mention it. You're working year-round. It takes a lot to compete at this level, doesn't it?
It really does. Everybody has to have almost the same skills to make the team. Like, we all make sure we are encouraging each other too, making sure everyone puts out their best.
All right, Gianna, junior cadet night, a big night here in Hilton. How important, how valuable is it for these youngsters to be a part of this? They are the future, you know.
I think it's really significant in their lives, too, because we act as mentors, and we don't just take them and do it once. It's not a one-time thing. We do it multiple times throughout the year. We teach them cheers, dances, stunts, but we also make sure to have fun with them and teach them valuable things so that they're living and growing up in a positive environment, especially because they might be varsity cheerleaders someday doing the exact same thing we are. So we think it's important to keep their love for the sport and make sure they're always having a good time.
Alyssa, that is the hope. They hope to be where you guys are someday. What's your advice to them? Because, again, they are the future, potentially, varsity cheerleaders.
I would just say that we were in their shoes at one point. We all did junior cadets. And I would just say, as my advice, to just keep pushing, keep working hard, just to fight for your spot. And so that one day when they're on varsity, it can just be as enjoyable and happy as we are.
Well, enjoy the evening, ladies, and congratulations. Good luck going for number 16 this year. Gene?
That is a juggernaut. Thank you, Kevin, and thank you, ladies, for your time. Third down here, and Kosork will keep it himself. And the spot on the near side, they haven't marked it yet. Oh, and No first down signal just yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they finally will move the chains. Good enough for a Tracy Door Company first down. For 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company. Starwold, the fullback. And the handoff going left side, breaking an arm tackle, will be number 25, Drew O'Buck.
Zach Couch on the tackle. Number 25, Drew O'Buck on the carry for the Cadets.
Hilton shortening this game as we take a look at Drew O'Buck. The depth on this team, also a linebacker on this team is O'Buck.
Keep an eye on center. Hunter Tracy came up a little gimpy after that last play, hobbling a little bit. It's big number 78 in the center of that line for Hilton.
One of the team captains, Hunter Tracy, staying in there. Snap is a little high. Kosarik able to pull it down. And he's not going to have enough for the first down. That'll bring up third down.
You could say this for Matt Kosarik, in the 2 times where the snap hasn't been favorable, he's improvised and made the most out of a potentially bad situation.
Gain of 4 on the play, and bring up third down and 2 for Hilton.
In what you would figure would be 4 down territory. Starwold is the fullback. Kosarik handing it off and going ahead close. Drew O'Buck, and he's got the first down at Tracy Door Company. First down for 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company.
This Hilton run game has just been punishing in the first half, and McQuade does not have an answer for it. I mean, they've got 8 men in the box, and it doesn't matter. The push that they're getting up front from their linemen, Sereau, and Smythe, Lemon, Sereau, and Tracy. It's been the difference so far in this game, Gene. It doesn't really matter who's in the backfield. They've had success with every handoff.
Braden Gowell coming in as the extra tight end once again. 1st and 10, and we're just inside the Ide family of dealerships red zone. As another handoff going down to the 18, and boy, you want to talk about things going, getting even better for Hilton. Keep in mind, McQuade won the toss. They did not the first, so the opportunity for a double dip here for the Knights.
Yeah, I wonder if that's exactly what Rich Lapani is thinking here, milking as much of this first half clock as they can, keeping the ball out of McQuade's hands offensively, and starting the second half with another chance to add to their lead.
Only a gain of 2 on that last play as O'Buck stays in there as the running back. Kosarik dropping back. Kosarik throwing, corner of the end zone. Is he in? You betcha, touchdown! Touchdown! Hilton Cadets, Tyler Rieger. Somehow pulling that one in. It's an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The home improvement company that cares.
Boy, how poised is Matt Kosarik in that pocket? He had some pressure bearing down on him, delivers a perfect strike, and Rieger making a great catch, as we've seen him do so far this young Section 5 season for Hilton. A big playmaker offensively. And now he gets to add to the lead by kicking the extra point himself, something he's grown accustomed to here at Hilton.
Yeah, this is, you might be out of breath, you might be winded, you've got to get this point. As it'll be Kosarik to hold. Has the distance, and that is good. As we go to break, let's take a look at this touchdown once again for the Hilton Cadets. Rieger, good break on the ball. Good high pointing too. Gets the 1 foot down. The law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group on CW Rochester.
He's at the 20,
We fixed that. We fixed that. We fixed that too. Go, go, go!
Taken down at the 1-yard line.
I want to make this clear. They are not paying me to say this. I love Pedinari's. It's like stepping back into time there when you go in. You go in, it's like a gas station. You go in, and the steaks and the meat and everything there and the catering.
Gene Battaglia, not sponsored, but big fan.
Big fan.
Love Pedinari's.
Pedinari's. Thank you for hooking us up here tonight. Hooking the crew up with the great food. And once again, Danger, you and I are not down here in time to enjoy the great food from Pedinari's just now. And yes, picked up, but the knee was on the ground. And so down immediately was McDonough. 2:07, and this is enough time for McQuade to get the ball moving here. But first things first, just get a first down, something they don't have here tonight.
Well, we've talked to head coach Bobby Bates about the trust that he has in his 3-year starter. And let's see if he trusts him enough here to unleash him with just over 2 minutes to go and a 10-0 hole.
Nesmith once again, the single setback, and he's going to follow this wall of blockers. Nesmith going ahead, and Hilton maintaining their responsibility, but that pile just keeps moving and moving and moving. Looks like it shouldn't go for much. It goes for about 7.
Love that little scrum we have at the end, a little rugby scrum with the push.
Call it a gain of 8, and McQuade right back up to the line. They have all their timeouts remaining as Nesmith gets the call again, and Nesmith breaking ahead. There you go. First down for the Knights. A first down brought to you by the Tracy Door Company. For 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company.
This is the thing that's scary about Nesmith is he can break one at any point. We've seen him do it multiple times this year.
Nesmith, again, just turning on the jets. And quickly, they're into Hilton territory.
Well, the one thing we know about McQuade is there's no panic in their game. They've been in this spot before throughout the course of this young season.
The handoff going Nesmith, trying to bounce it to the outside. He gets to the outside. It's a good tackle on the outside by number 27, Tyler Rieger, but that's good enough for the first down.
Okay.
As McQuade will use their first time out. Coming up at the end of the game, we will have the Vinyl Outlet defense play of the game. The Vinyl Outlet, Western New York best porch, deck, and fence installations. Well, I would think Tyler Rieger. Remember, he's getting special teams tonight, getting the points there on a field goal, extra point, touchdown scored, and an interception.
Yeah, he's doing it all over the field. Any phase of the game you want Rieger to play, he will do it, and he will do it well. Tyler Rieger. Early on, I would say that that interception could be a contender for the defense play of the game.
Certainly the sack, too, by Caleb Grayson and that defensive line. So far, keeping McQuade off the board.
By the way, another impressive sophomore when we talk about Rieger. That's a 10th grader. He's going to have a bright future here with the Cadets program.
Bobby Bates and the huddle coming ahead. Just a reminder, we'll have the Platinum HVAC halftime report. Triple O Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Plumbing Scholar athletes as well. 1st and 10, the pitch going to the outside, and it is not going to go to Nesmith. And keeping that on the ground and the ball moving, the clock moving, I should say.
So a little change of pace there with Xavier Cox in the backfield for McQuade.
2nd down, quickly back up to the line. Cox getting the call again. Cox getting stood up. Drew O'Buck making the initial hit, but he's able to stumble ahead for the first down inside the 30. Good enough for Tracy Door Company first down. For 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company.
Timeout. White. It's their 2nd timeout of the half.
All right, so 38 seconds remaining.
Couple plays there for Nesmith to catch his breath while Cox did some of the heavy lifting, and that last play was impressive. Broke some tackles, didn't quit on the play. Lunging forward, getting the first down for McQuade.
Well, for McQuade here, too, this has all been on the ground, which is good, but for their senior leader, Will DeMarco. It has not been a good first half. It'll be curious if how he can bounce back in this game. It would start, I think, right now, as they're going to get some shots here to the end zone here, you would figure. So the Knights with one timeout remaining.
It is first and 10, McQuade. From the Cadet 28-yard line.
DeMarco out of the shotgun. Screen pass to Cox. Cox gets a good block on the outside from Rizzo. Cox, first down and more. And it gets it inside the Ide family of dealerships red zone. And McQuade on the move. Now that's going to stop the clock momentarily while they move the chains. And it'll start back up again.
First down, McQuade.
DeMarco handing it off. Nesmith now getting it inside the 10, and it's an interesting call here. Do you use your last timeout? No, they're right back up to the line. Here's second down. DeMarco takes the snap, throws to the outside, and it's caught, but it's inbounds. Now McQuade will have to use...
Timeout. White.
Maybe you get two shots to the end zone, likely one.
Well, this is more in line with what Bobby Bates wanted to do offensively, right? Attack the perimeters, use the screen game, throw it to the sideline. We've seen it a little bit here in the hurry up as McQuade looks to salvage a first half where they've been shut out by this Cadets defense. They've been impressive.
Or do you take the three? Now, McQuade's kicker from last year, Dominic Sansone, now kicking at Fordham. We'll see what the Knights agree to do here on third down. Ball inside the 10.
Okay, we put 7 seconds on the clock.
Okay, so they're asking to put an extra second, which is actually that might be big. You don't have to bring out your field goal unit. And that's not what they're going to do. Empty set coming up here. Will DeMarco. Maybe two chances for the touchdown. DeMarco takes the snap, pump fake, throws, and he's just going to throw it away. Smart play by DeMarco that stops the clock. Didn't see anything he liked.
And if you can't go to the end zone, it's not worth going at all, right?
No.
Because you're going to fall short. If you fall short, you're not stopping the clock. So smart play by DeMarco. And now, essentially an untimed down here, you have a chance to take that shot into the end zone, get some points, if you don't want to kick the field goal.
Kind of looks like they're going to keep the offense out here. Meyer coming to the near side. So fourth down, you would figure the final play of this first half. DeMarco takes the snap. DeMarco trying to buy some time, rolling to his right, throwing across his body. Touchdown! Touchdown, McQuade. That is going to be number 10, Charlie Meyer. Charlie Meyer, touchdown, brought to you by American Custom Exteriors and Interiors, the home improvement company that cares. That is so McQuade. There's zeros on the board. Touchdown Knights.
Great job by the offensive line up front, and DeMarco moving out of the pocket, finding a wide open Meyer in the back of the end zone for 6.
Extra point attempt, this to make it a field goal game, is up and good. So the teams trade touchdowns right at the end there.
How critical was that, too, with the notion that Hilton is going to be getting the ball to start the second half? You had to get some points there if you're McQuade. That was critical.
We go downstairs. Kevin Roche with head coach Rich Lapani.
All right, Coach, obviously your defense gives up the touchdown there, but has held McQuade in check for the first 4 drives of the night. What did you like about your defensive play so far tonight?
Yeah, we're moving around pretty well. We're just playing hard, and trying to be in the right place at the right time.
Game you expected, a close, tight game?
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. We just show up and play every week and see what happens. I don't know what to expect every week, to be honest with you. So just do the best we can and see what happens out here.
Best of luck in the second half. Gene?
Thank you, Kevin. Rich Lapani giving his thoughts as we will have the Platinum HVAC halftime report. That comes your way next. The law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group. 10-7, Hilton with the lead here on CW Rochester.
Since 1986, American Custom has provided home improvements to the entire Rochester area.
Now is the season to replace your old windows and upgrade to better quality that will last.
Call American Custom. Let us make your home look like new again.
Should have called Kangaroo.
Yeah, give us a call. Kangaroo. We hop to it.
It's a better place to buy a car.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Buffalo Plus. We're on the field and behind the scenes for exclusive Bills content. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube or find Buffalo Plus wherever you get your podcasts.
Seasonal weather can take its toll on our home's exterior. Don't settle for inferior products with substandard installations. Since 1986, our mission has always been to provide quality investment that will increase your home's value. Contact us today to learn more.
Get hype, baby! Get pumped! NXT is moving to the CW.
NXT on the CW.
You don't want to miss this. We fight till we win. Oh, here we go.
This is gonna be fun.
This is what NXT is all about.
NXT CW premiere Tuesday, October 1st.
You're watching the Platinum HVAC Halftime Report. Platinum HVAC, the best at what we do.
Yeah, everybody having some fun here tonight in Hilton, where the Cadets leading McQuade 10-7. You know, the coach said he didn't know what to expect. I can say what you can expect. A tight game between these two teams. As we bring you back, and we want to tell you about this week's O Scholar Athletes. Tyler Reisinger is this year's nominee from Hilton. Tyler is a member of the varsity football team, and his activities at Hilton include mock trials. And he's serving as National Honor Society advisor. He's also active in Boy Scouts. Bryce Weber is McQuaid Scholar Athlete. He's a 3-year starter on football. Bryce also competes in outdoor and indoor track. He leads the executive council for his senior class, and in the community, he participates in Christmas Angels, a gift distribution program for city schools. The Scholar Athlete program recognizes students who achieve both on and off the field. Now, at the end of the season, one winner will be selected to receive a $5,000 scholarship to the school of their choice. We're grateful to O Heating and Cooling for their generous support of the Scholar Athlete program. We send it downstairs to Kevin Roche.
All right, Gene, thanks so much. Here with Hilton High School principal, Dr. Jeffrey Green. Tremendous night, tremendous atmosphere, and a tremendous game. It seems to be that way every time we show up here. What does it mean to Hilton to be featured once again on Friday Night Rivals?
We love being able to host it. We love our football. We love our school community.
October 26th, a big day for the school community and the Hilton community in general. It is Make a Difference Day, the 16th annual effort. The students being involved with that, how valuable of an experience is that for them?
They absolutely love doing it. It's just something they look forward to every single year. A couple hundred students, a few staff members as well. They come out year after year and just really enjoy helping each other, helping the community as a whole.
Every school has kind of a mantra that they follow. Yours are the cadet intentional values, I believe. Talk about those.
Oh, absolutely. Here in Hilton, I mean, we value putting people first. We really want to make sure we are welcoming and affirming to everybody in our school community so that we enjoy being here.
Yeah. I saw this week on social media, Kaylee Brunson, a junior here at the high school. organized your own fundraiser to raise money for the Open Door mission. How gratifying is it for you to see one of your students leading in the community and giving back?
Kaylee is just an absolute phenomenal student. She's like so many of our students. She's a cheerleader. She's out there right now with all of our junior cadets having a great time.
Well, Jeff, we appreciate your time. Best of luck with Make a Difference Day, October 26th here in Hilton, as the community and the school district come together for a great cause. Thanks so much, Jeff. Gene?
Thank you, Kevin. We'll have more coming up next as we're at the half here tonight from Hilton. Cadets leading the Knights 10-7 on Friday Night Rivals.
Hello? Hey, Joey, Grandpa's coming over.
Hey, Mom, Grandpa's on his way over.
It's important that your garage door is working properly. Call Tracy Door Company for garage doors, openers, or service. 585-426-6060.
For 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company.
Local business is at the heart of every community, but lately you're seeing less local and a lot more corporate. But Ide Honda is still locally owned. So when you do business with us, not only are you supporting a local family-owned business, but you're also supporting the hundreds of charities, organizations, sports teams, and events that we're part of in your local community. So if you're in the market for a vehicle or service, please visit us at Ide Honda in Penfield. We're here, we're local, and we'd love to earn your business.
Finding a quality roofer can be tough.
I'm tough.
And a little invasive.
I'll beat any price.
But get out! How did you get in here?
Dog door.
We don't have a dog.
I do.
What?
Stellar Roofing's professional staff and industry-leading warranty guarantee your investment for decades to come.
I know winter is the last thing you want to think about right now, but now is the time to get your home ready. Most homes have a hidden problem. They're poorly insulated, especially older homes. And ordinary insulation is too weak for a Rochester winter. Your home needs foam. So call now and save up to 80% with federal and New York State funding. For some people, it's even free, while funds are available. Why would you go another day paying high energy bills when you don't have to?
USA Insulation.
You're watching the Platinum HVAC Halftime Report. Platinum HVAC, the best at what we do.
We welcome you back to the Platinum HVAC Halftime Report. It's the law office of the William Matar's Friday Night Rivals. Time to, go get a snack here. Got some time to do that as, well, this guy's constantly working. No food for Kevin Roche. Kevin, take it away.
Yeah, we don't get anything down here, but that's okay. Happy to be joined by McQuaid Jesuit Principal John Serafine once again. Good to see you again. Tomorrow, a big day for McQuade as well, not just tonight for football, but the annual McQuade Invitational cross-country event that a lot of people know happens at Genesee Valley Park here in Rochester. The 59th annual tomorrow. And it's bringing in a huge response, over 7,000 participants. Why has this grown so big, and why do teams come from all over the state, all over the country, and even Canada?
Yeah, it's the biggest one we've had. So the 59th, you said the 59th one, there's 7,000 runners, 276 high schools coming. It's very well run, great tradition. You know, Bob Bradley, premier race, and, Bob was a legend. And, Todd Stewart, our cross-country coach, and a ton of volunteers do a great job putting it together. And this is a great reputation.
I've been to it many times. It's a fantastic event. 23 races tomorrow. It starts at 9 a.m. at Genesee Valley Park. Go check it out if you have a chance. October 11th and 12th, also a big event at McQuaid Jesuit as you host the Jesuit Classic Volleyball Tournament, which is a tournament between 4 Jesuit schools. McQuaid, obviously, here in Rochester, Canisius in Buffalo, a team in Maryland, and a team in Puerto Rico. Not just a volleyball tournament, though. When these schools get together, they give back to the community, too, don't they?
They do. It's these 4 teams get together every year. It rotates. Last year, our kids went to Puerto Rico. So the kids come in on a Thursday. There's a tournament Friday, Saturday, and all 4 teams do a day of community service. And that's been the tradition. The kids from Puerto Rico and Baltimore stay with our kids, and it's just a really nice event. And the highlight's the day of service.
A fantastic tournament, obviously, to look forward to in October. Thanks so much for joining joining us here tonight. You got a heck of a game once again, as you know, down 3 at the half. Enjoy the second half, John.
Thanks for doing this again. I appreciate you doing it.
Appreciate your time. Gene?
Thank you, Kevin. We'll have some highlights coming your way next here as we are at the half here tonight in Hilton. It's a beautiful night for high school football. 10-7, Hilton up on McQuade on the law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals.
These challenging times, our dedicated team at American Custom continues to provide top quality installations to every customer. Apply attention to every detail. You can trust our team to make sure the job is done right. Call American today.
It's a better place to buy a car.
Recently, the lyrics to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony were discovered.
If you've been injured by a truck or by a car,
Call 444-4444. William Attar. Hurt in a car. Call William Attar. Call 444-4444.
Who knew?
With over 60 years of happy customers, Fulmer Construction is Rochester's choice for insulation, siding, windows, doors, and more.
Dan Fulmer Company.
Buffalo Plus, we're on the field and behind the scenes for exclusive Bills content. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube or find Buffalo Plus wherever you get your podcasts.
Since 1986, American Custom has provided home improvements to the entire Rochester area.
Now is the season to replace your old windows and upgrade to better quality that will last.
Call American Custom. Let us make your home look like new again.
We write page 1 of the next chapter.
NXT is moving to the CW. Tuesday.
How cool is this?
The new era of NXT kicks off live from Chicago with special guest superstar CM Punk.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Be there as a new chapter begins for NXT.
Tuesday at 8 on CW Rochester.
You're watching the Platinum HVAC Halftime Report. Platinum HVAC, the best at what we do.
It'll be Hilton to get the ball as both teams still getting instruction here at the half. 10-7. Cadets leading McQuade. If you're just tuning in, well, let's tell you how we got here. McQuade on offense going 3 and out. So Hilton's defense getting the stop. And then Mike Danger, they're going to go to their workhouse. J.J. DiBattista.
Man, this 13-play, 66-yard drive DiBattista was just featured like crazy. In the first quarter, as a matter of fact, 14 rushes, 72 yards. Leading up to this 24-yard field goal.
Yeah, how about the hold on the field goal there? Is that would be Rieger with the field goal. Rieger with the interception of Will DeMarco, and Hilton is in business.
Yeah, you could see the ball tipped. Rieger on the spot, making plays, not just in special teams, on defense and on offense.
So let's look at this. Did he get the right foot in? It's tough to tell from that, but the official was right there to say that is a touchdown. But 2 minutes left. That's enough time for Will DeMarco. Bam! Hitting Meyer.
Yeah, capping an 11-play, 70-yard drive for the Knights that led to that 7-yard reception there.
With zeros on the clock. Yeah.
10-7 at the half. We've got a great second half ahead.
We look at the halftime stats, and again, Hilton doing what they want on the ground for McQuade. We'll get to those adjustments here.
Yeah, and we should mention J.J. DiBattista, who paced Hilton in the rushing game. 72 yards in the first quarter, only 2 touches in the second quarter for no yards.
Something to keep an eye on here. Will be Hilton to get the possession as both teams now warming up on the field. We go downstairs. Head Coach Bates standing by with Kevin Roche.
All right, Gene, here with Coach Bates. Coach, the first 4 drives offensively couldn't really get anything going, had the interception, and then that last drive, something finally clicked. What was the difference?
Well, the big difference was we kind of tempoed them there. I mean, we had to. We were in a 2-minute situation. But we were just able to get up on the ball and not allow them to get into a set where they were bringing the pressure that they were bringing in those first few drives. So we were just able to tempo them a little bit there. That's all that really happened. And then, we guys did a good job responding, used timeouts well, and, Will made a nice throw there at the end and just found and trusted his guy there.
Defensively, that first drive, they were running the ball pretty good on you guys. I believe 12 out of the 13 plays were runs. But you make the stop and hold them to a field goal. How big was that, knowing that it's a 3-point game right now?
No doubt. That was a huge stop for us. And when that happened, I'm like, I'm good with that. All right, we held them to 3. Let's go play now. And and now we're still in the same situation like you said. So we're all right. We just we got to regroup here, and we just had a nice little halftime speech. So we're ready to go.
Best of luck.
Thanks. Appreciate it, buddy.
Gene.
As we will have the second half coming your way next. It's Hilton leading McQuade 10-7 here on Friday Night Rivals on CW Rochester.
Chain link is out and aluminum is in. These black aluminum fences are not only beautiful and durable, they are virtually maintenance-free. The Vinyl Outlet is one of the few companies that installs these fences using a no-dig system, keeping your yard perfect. Act fast, the Vinyl Outlet is running its 60-60-60 sale. Get a $60 Visa gift card plus either 60 months no interest financing or 60% off installation. A lifetime warranty is included. Check us out online or call us for your free quote today.
You'll get more for your Monday. You'll get
An incredible selection of low-mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs at BobJohnsonUsed.com. It's your ultimate destination for high-quality vehicles at an accessible price. And it's all at one location, BobJohnsonUsed.com.
Bob Johnson Chevrolet. Bob Johnson Chevrolet. Bob Johnson Chevrolet.
It's a better place to buy a car.
Finding a quality roofer can be tough.
I'm tough and a little invasive. I'll beat any price. But get out. How did you get in here? Dog door.
We don't have a dog.
I do. What?
Stellar Roofing's professional staff and industry-leading warranty guarantee your investment for decades to come.
Local business is at the heart of every community. But lately, you're seeing a lot less local and a lot more corporate. But Ide Volkswagen is still locally owned. So when you do business with us, not only are you supporting a local family-owned business, but you're also supporting the hundreds of charities, sports teams, events, and organizations that we take part of in your community. So if you're in the market for a vehicle or service, please visit us at Ide Volkswagen in East Rochester. We're here, we're local, and we'd love to earn your business.
Yeah, they were working on the back of J.J. DiBattista. And I would figure you're going to see a lot of him in the second half as we take a look at our halftime adjustments.
Well, it was kind of a quiet first half for Alan Nesmith, wasn't it? Kind of un-McQuade like. Let's see if they fire him up here in the second half. And defensively, that gap discipline, you've got to stop that run game that was so effective for Hilton in the first half. And for Hilton, stay strong up front. You've been great at stopping the run up to this point. Protect the perimeter defensively. You can actually tell that McQuade wants to attack those edges through the pass game as well. So be disciplined and know where you need to be.
Stellar Roofing, premier roofing solutions for Western New York. So Rieger and Pike deep back as you take a look at head coach Rich Lapani.
I don't think he liked giving up points at the end of the first half. That's my take.
Yeah, that you could have been up 10-0 and getting the ball here. McQuade needed that. They got that as it is the USA insulation kickoff. And this is actually the first time tonight that McQuade kicking off, even though they scored. That was on the final play. They need to kick off after that touchdown. As Hilton will start off here deep in their own end.
Now, we were wondering why we didn't see any of J.J. DiBattista in the second quarter. He only had 2 touches, 0 yards in the second quarter after rushing for 72 in the first. We did see him getting his back worked on a little bit here on the sideline and know that he came into this game a bit banged up. Good to go to start the second half. He's in there now.
Yep, DiBattista, number 35 for this Hilton team. Let's not overlook the work that number 40 Calvin Starwald has done as the fullback. Quite the 1-2 punch there physically, as going right back to DiBattista. And keeping those legs moving, and he'll get it up to about the 29-yard line.
Number 35, John DiBattista on the carry for the Cadets. Gain of 7 on the play. Number 7 is out of 3.
Positive yardage for DiBattista, something you didn't see in the second quarter. So that's a good development there for Hilton offensively. If they keep DiBattista healthy, comfortable, and run with the kind of power we saw earlier in this game, that bodes well for the run game.
Rashawn Jordan, a sophomore, making the tackle there. So some different personnel for the Knights opening up is that. Not going to go for much. DiBattista getting the call once again to bring up third down. An opportunity for McQuade to get off of the field. That is one of the captains, Zach Couch, number 5.
Yeah, I also see Bryson Terry, number 78 there. You just got to look at him just absolutely swallowing up anything that's in his way.
3rd and 1. Tidings will go to the far side. Kasorik going under center. Once again, the I formation. Kasorik, the keeper. Pile moving ahead. And the linesman on the near side is going to give it to him. And that is good enough for first down, brought to you by Kanga Roofing. Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kanga Roof. We hop to it.
It'll be 1st and 10 Cadets from their own.
Yeah, Kasorik coming to the sideline after losing his helmet, so he's got to, by rule, take a play off here. But they get the first down.
So it will be Andrew Capetta under center this time. As you would expect, he's going to hand it off, and he's not going to get much. And now McQuade starting to break through. That is Bryson Terry, number 78, once again, flexing those muscles.
Number 35, John DiBattista on the carry. 1 on the play. We're going to 2nd down and 9.
And then a lot of help, too.
Yeah, using that strength to pull the runner back. Impressive sophomore. A lot of size for McQuade.
Kasorik is back under center on the 2nd and long. It's a play action. Kasorik's going to find a man. That'll be his tight end on the far side. Pike's got the first down. Braden Pike, number 2. Some room on the far side. Cox with the tackle, but not before a Kangaroo first down. Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kangaroo. We opt to it.
Kind of a textbook way. Run to set up the pass, a little play action, and then Hilton giving McQuade a little taste of their own medicine there, exploiting the perimeter and getting Pike out open in the flat for the big gain and the first down.
Ball at their own 48-yard line. And this is a bleeding clock here. As already 3 minutes gone by here in the 3rd quarter. And this time getting the call will be Obach. Obach bringing it into McQuade territory.
Number 2, Paul Rizzo on the down. Number 27, Tyler.
My fault. That's Tyler Rieger, number 27 on the carry. He does a little bit of everything for this team.
Inside McQuade territory.
And DiBattista checking back in. I have a feeling they're going to be managing his reps here through the second half. So he looked pretty uncomfortable getting work done at the half after a strong start to this game, coming in banged up and getting a spell in the second quarter.
2nd down and 2, the down and distance. The handoff going right between the tackles. DiBattista with a run down to the 39-yard line. Good enough for a Kangaroo first down. Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kangaroo. We opt to it.
John DiBattista gaining it up for the first down. It is 1st and 10 Cadets from the 39.
This to me has been the story of the game here, Mike Danger. The fact that not only is McQuade's defense here on their heels, it's just Hilton doing what they want on the ground here, shortening this game. Here will be the handoff. Rieger getting it once again, and Rieger, not much there. Couple maybe.
Yeah, it has been kind of what we expected it to be. A physical game being played in the trenches between these two teams. A lot of size on both lines. And as of right now, yeah, Hilton's getting a little bit more of the better of McQuade.
Rieger is going to be to the near side here. So DiBattisto and Gell coming in. Here is the snap to the near side, and it's going to short hop the intended receiver. Tidings getting his first target. Now the opportunity for McQuade here to get off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Let's hear it. Have a nice round of applause for your Hilton varsity cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders doing their thing. It stops the clock with 6:55 remaining in the 3rd. Rieger to bring in the play from the sideline. Rieger will be to the far boundary. Guarded by Cox. Here's the snap, the play action. Kasorik going deep. He wants Rieger. It's underthrown. It's intercepted. Intercepted by McQuade. And winning that battle on the far side, called his name. Number 13, Xavier Cox. First turnover tonight for the Cadets.
I think this is the first time that they've tested Cox on the corner, and it didn't go well for Matt Kasorik on this one. They had some success on the other side of the field testing out Quagliarello and getting the touchdown earlier in this game, but Cox is a playmaker, not just offensively, but defensively. You see it here with the interception, and this throw, just plainly put, just underthrown by Kasorik.
Little bit of pressure. I'm not sure if he could step into it the way he wanted to, but yeah, the receiver was well covered on that play. And sure, it amounts to, I guess, an arm punt, as you would say, but it is McQuade getting the ball back with a chance here, as it'll be the handoff going to Nesmith, as that pile will go ahead across the 20 and up to about the 22-yard line.
There's an opportunity for McQuade to kind of impose their will and win that battle up front. Tough yards for Nesmith, setting up plays on the perimeter as they wanted to do at the start of the game.
I was wondering if they're going to go up-tempo. As Bobby Bates pointed out to Kevin Roach, that's what worked by necessity on that last drive. And that'll be good enough for a first down. Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kanga Roof. We hop to it. A gain of 5 there for Nesmith.
When you're talking about a player in Nesmith who had over 200 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns just last week. And so a very quiet first half for this playmaker, McQuade.
Hand off to Nesmith, and Nesmith not much there. Kyle Sorrow coming in to make the tackle as the defensive tackle's helping him out.
Yeah, Sorrow just kind of waiting patiently for his opportunity to make the tackle there.
Only one on the play.
A good look at the 6'3", 245-pound senior for the Cadets.
DeMarco, pump fake. DeMarco going. He's got a man wide open, far side. It's caught over the shoulder. It's Meyer again. Meyer, 35-30, and he's going to be brought down. Charlie Meyer. And McQuade is in business. That's a first down brought to you by Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kangaroo. We hop to it. It's a hurry-up offense here, Mike Danger. Right back up to the line of scrimmage. Here come the Knights, almost by design. Here's the snap. The pitch going to Nesmith. Nesmith lowering his shoulder, and Sorrow saying no.
Well, that's Bobby Bates wanted to take advantage of Hilton being on their heels.
Great mechanics by DeMarco. What a great ball there, and looking it in was Meyer, and one of the rare mistakes we've seen on the Hilton defense here tonight.
Yeah, Meyer getting behind Lou Giorgione, their number 22. Hilton corner.
The handoff going to Nesmith, and that pile will go down to the 21-yard line in what you would figure is 4-down territory.
Gain of 4 on the play. We're 3rd down and 6.
Braden Pike out there for that Hilton defense. 3rd down and 7, the down and distance. The play action, DeMarco under pressure. DeMarco! Ooh, is that back to the line of scrimmage? They're going to say it's incomplete, but again, credit number 10, the big man, Caleb Grayson with the pressure.
Yeah, and you had Zach Couch there on the perimeter, the fullback in the vicinity there. I think that, they're
going to allow it,
yeah.
So yeah. I think it's a good call.
And Caleb Grayson's had himself a nice game defensively on the defensive end there for Hilton. We've called his name a few times.
We haven't had a penalty yet, have we?
I don't believe we have.
I should have said that. Here's 4th down. Throw the outside, and it's good enough for the first down. McQuade picking it up, keeping their drive alive. A.J. Quagrello with his first reception. A Kangaroo first down. Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kangaroo. We hop to it. We're also inside the IDE family of dealerships red zone. And we get a whistle before.
Yeah, you blew it, Gene. It's all your fault.
False start on the offense, number 10. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Well, you see what Bobby Bates is trying to do here. I mean, he gets the first down, he runs hurry up and tries to keep Hilton on their heels. We've seen him do it throughout the course of this game. This time his guy's just not able to get set in time because Gene said that there hadn't been any penalties called. They weren't able to get set on time.
No, the penalty is not on Charlie Meyer. It's on me.
Yes, that's correct.
Me, everyone.
That's correct.
Closed captioning brought to you, and I would wonder how this would come across on closed captioning, brought to you by the Vinyl Outlet. As now here's the pump fake. DeMarco throwing end zone. Got a touchdown! Touchdown, McQuade! McQuade with their first lead of the night. Xavier Cox, and it's only fitting he got that interception. The touchdown brought to you by American Custom Exteriors and Interiors, the home improvement company that cares.
What poise by DeMarco in the pocket, delivering a strike. And boy, tough drive for Lou Giorgione for Hilton, as he almost had a hand on that one, just over his outstretched arms for the touchdown.
As here will be the extra point attempt. Snap is high. It is put down, and McQuade is able to put it through. 14-10 now our score. McQuade with their first lead of the night. It's the law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals.
Hello? Hey, Joey, Grandpa's coming over. Hey, Mom, Grandpa's on his way over.
It's important that your garage door is working properly. Call Tracy Door Company for garage doors, openers, or service. 585-426-6060.
For 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company.
What a well-played game, and the biggest stars coming out here on a Friday night, on Friday Night Rivals. Xavier Cox getting open, but how about that strike delivered by Will DeMarco?
Great pass by DeMarco, and let's face it, that drive starts with a Cox interception of Matt Kasorik. So Cox starting the drive, finishing the drive, all around big play for McQuade tonight.
2 touchdowns from McQuade, one coming off that interception, and the other right at the end of the first half with zeros on the clock. And for the first time tonight, Hilton is going to touch the ball down in this game. It's another USA insulation kickoff. High end over end kick. Far side is Rieger running with a full head of steam across the 30 and up to about the 32.
Number 22, Jeff Von Soar on the tackle. Number 27, Tyler Rieger on the return to the Cadets.
So if you're Rich Lapani, I don't think you're doing anything different here. And you've got number 35. Why not use him here a little bit?
That's right.
Rieger will come out, and well, DiBattista, is he coming off?
Yeah,
he's.
We'll see Rieger in the backfield to start this drive with DiBattista on the sideline.
Nolan Tidings, a lone receiver, guarded by Quagrello on the near side, and the handoff, and that is not going to go for much. Boy, he's darting right through number 8, Thomas Bailey.
Bailey on the tackle for the Knights. Number 27, Tyler Rieger on the carry for the Cadets. No game on the play. Rieger second down.
So Rieger will stay out there. Lucas Russell will bring in the play. Braden Pike to the near side, and Hilton's actually going to spread this out here. Kosarik takes the snap to the near side, fires, and the comebacker is going to be too short. Quagrello in on the coverage. Braden Pike, the intended receiver. Well, I don't want to say this is the play of the game because we've got a whole nother quarter. However, McQuade, with the momentum that they're having, if they get the stop here, it's 3rd down and 10 here.
I mean, prior to that interception, you really had, if you're Hilton, you really had all the momentum going for you. Everything has been working for you tonight offensively. So, yeah, this is a big one here, Gene. If they can somehow find a way to convert on 3rd and 10, keep this drive alive and snatch some of that momentum back from McQuade.
Pike, the receiver on the near side. As they throw, it's going to be Pike, and he breaks the tackle into McQuade territory. 40, 35, Pike across the 30, big gain on 3rd and 10. Braden Pike, good enough for a Kangaroo first down. Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kangaroo. We opt to it.
He had Erdman on Pike on that one, a bit of a mismatch. Kosarik identifying it, getting the ball in the hands of his big tight end, the 6'1", 219-pound senior. Big play in the pass game for Hilton.
Right on the money, and then breaking the tackle of Erdman. Huge play for the Cadets. Back to DiBattista, and there is the first flag on Hilton tonight.
Hold number 50.
Kyle Sarow, the right tackle, having difficulty holding the edge.
The timing of that penalty is really unfortunate when you consider you just had this big play and now you're going to be 1st and long in a game that's been relatively clean up to this point.
Number 50 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
Penalties of the 10-yard variety.
So it'll be 1st and 20 now coming up for the Cadets. Tidings coming off of the field. Rieger coming on. And DiBattista will be in the slot to the right. Starwold, the single setback. And here is the end around. The pitch going, but not for much. Maybe one on the play to Tyler Rieger.
Number 8, Thomas Bailey.
And Bailey sticking his nose in there once again for the Knights.
Number 27, Tyler Rieger on the carry. Gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, the defense from McQuade getting him back into this game. Our defense play of the game brought to you by the Vinyl Outlet. The Vinyl Outlet, West New York's best porch, deck, and fence installations. I got the feeling it's going to be an interception one way or another. Things kind of stand right now. Either the Rieger interception or it could be the Cox interception. 2nd down and long. And movement.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. Number 18. 5 yards. Repeat 1st down.
Lucas Russell with the penalty.
It'll be 2nd down.
36 years for Rich Lapani as the head coach of the Hilton Cadets. You don't get the sense he's slowing down anytime soon.
No, he loves it. Keeps him young, he says, and he's got a great family in the Hilton football community.
Here's the snap. Kasorik, he's going for everything. He wants his man Pike. Pike with the attempt. Incomplete. And that time, on the coverage, number 3, Ace Erdman.
Yeah, you had Erdman back there. You had Quagliarello back there as well. And Quagliarello just getting his hand in there at the last minute to break that up. Pike's strong with his hands, usually comes down with that pass. But a nice play defensively by Quagliarello to break it up and force a 3rd and long.
Great play by 24. And as we said earlier, the 3rd down key for Hilton. This one now 3rd and 20. Our screen says 3rd and 23. I'll take 3rd and 23. Here it is. Kasorik throwing, wants a man deep for Rieger, and Rieger, he held on! He held on, gets belted, 27. Have yourself a night, Tyler Rieger. Kangaroo first down. Lakeside Roofing and Contracting, the home of Kangaroo. We off to it.
And how great of a game is Tyler Rieger having? The 6'1", 175-pound sophomore, doing it on both sides of the field, and here just going up and using those strong hands to come down with it. We're just heaping praise on A.J. Quagliarello, and that's one that Rieger is able to get away from him.
That brings us to the end of the quarter. McQuade taking the lead, but Hilton knocking on the door. Don't go anywhere. As it is the law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group here on CW Rochester.
An incredible selection of low-mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs at BobJohnsonUsed.com. It's your ultimate destination for high-quality vehicles at an accessible price. And it's all at one location, BobJohnsonUsed.com.
Bob Johnson Chevrolet. Bob Johnson Chevrolet. Bob Johnson Chevrolet.
It's a better place to buy a car.
I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Oh, thank you. Don't worry, I got you. I got you.
Thanks.
Look what I got you. Don't worry, I got you.
Local business is at the heart of every community, but lately you're seeing less local and a lot more corporate. But Ide Honda is still locally owned. So when you do business with us, not only are you supporting a local family-owned business, but you're also supporting the hundreds of charities, organizations, sports teams, and events that we're part of in your local community. So if you're in the market for a vehicle or service, please visit us at Ide Honda in Penfield. We're here, we're local, and we'd love to earn your business.
The rain is back in a big way, but there is hope. Just cloudy skies out there. Well, we've got some showers in the streets.
Oh, that is bright. You need to just call Kangaroo.
Yeah.
I would just call them.
Give us a call. Kangaroo. We hop to it.
Our score here in Hilton, it's McQuade leading 14-10. We got other scores from around Section 5 as we go to Kevin Roche.
Yeah, we've got other scores. We're tracking them for you. Class A, Canandaigua leads Athena 35-0. Gray Wolves trying to go 4-0. U Prep up on RH late 36-20. Brighton shutting out Gates Shiloh 28-0 in the third. Victor trails Webster Thomas 10-7 also in the third. Of course, the big one tomorrow, East at Monroe. Guys, Monroe trying to stay unbeaten. We could have a battle of unbeatens next week on Friday Night Rivals. Monroe at Canandaigua.
Should be a lot of fun. Thank you, Kevin. As the handoff will go on the far side to Drew O'Buck as they'll try to continue the committee for Hilton on the ground. I have been so impressed with the sophomore quarterback, Matthew Kosorek, tonight. He's converted a couple huge third downs on this drive.
Yeah, and he's been poised in the pocket. He's delivering a deep ball that you wouldn't see normally out of a sophomore at Section 5. He's looking really good out there and handling the pressure of this moment tonight. He's been impressive for sure.
Yeah, head coach Rich Lapani had some really nice things to say about his sophomore when we spoke to him this week. 2nd down and 6. Kosorek will be under center, and they will keep it on the ground. And that's a big head of steam to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! Hilton Cadets! Who else? Number 35, J.J. DiBattisto. That touchdown brought to you by American Custom Exteriors and Interiors, the home improvement company that cares.
Well, I promise you, whatever pain he's going through, whatever injury he's battling through tonight, he ain't feeling anything now as he gets his team back on top for 6. DiBattisto with just a gritty performance tonight. Set the tone early for Hilton and capping off that drive with an impressive rushing touchdown.
Takes the helmet off and try to keep that back loose on the sideline. Here's an extra point. They're all big right now. Rieger with the pressure, and it goes over the crossbar. Hilton taking the lead, 17-14. 2 big third down conversions, one on 3rd and 10, one on 3rd and 20, 3, and it's J.J. DiBattisto. Hilton 17-14 here on CW Rochester.
An incredible selection of low-mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs at BobJohnsonUsed.com. It's your ultimate destination for high-quality vehicles at an accessible price. And it's all at one location, BobJohnsonUsed.com.
Bob Johnson Chevrolet. Bob Johnson Chevrolet. Bob Johnson Chevrolet.
It's a better place to buy a car.
Yes, that was a 3rd and 23 on that drive that for the Hilton Cadets as they have the 3-point lead, 17-14.
If this doesn't go McQuade's way tonight, you have to imagine that's the play you're scratching your head over. In 3rd and 23, you've got them pinned.
Yeah.
And they end up with an 8-play, 67-yard drive leading to that 12-yard touchdown rush by J.J. DiBattisto to take the lead.
But you do have a team with DeMarco and Nesmith now. Well, it's their turn trying to hold serve. But here's Xavier Cox. And Xavier Cox motoring his way across the 40. And it's a good return. As our director, Eric Carpy, and the great crew here on Friday Night Rivals dialing up the latest touchdown by Hilton.
Just good push up front. Great vision by DiBattisto. And the senior running back for Hilton, appropriate that he finds pay dirt tonight. He's been everything for this offense.
DeMarco will have Nesmith, and that is a stacked box. 9 men in the box, if you will, and that is going to result in a short gain on the play. Called maybe 1.
Excuse me, Nesmith on the carry. He was brought down by number 60, St. John Smith.
St. John Smith, they will give the credit for the tackle.
1 yard gain on the play. We're on 2nd down and 9.
DeMarco, and here's the tempo. Nesmith, flag coming down, and I'm going to guess this is coming back. There's a lot of movement right as that ball was being snapped.
35, John DiBattisto, flag on the play.
And they will untangle the ball carrier on the far side. Yeah, it is going to be on the Knights here.
Legal shift. Number 73. 5-yard penalty.
Devin Arima, one of the offensive linemen.
It'll be a 5-yard infraction.
McQuaid Knights, all with the number 1 on the side of their helmet.
Yes, implemented by Coach Bates when he took over the program. There's, a very simple message. We are playing as one. Here will be the handoff on 2nd and long. Nesmith, all right, he'll get the penalty yardage back, but not much else.
Number 4, Alan Nesmith on the carry. He was knocked out of bounds, number 22, Louis Georgione on the Cadets.
He'll bring up 3rd down, about 9.
Hilton has really done a great job of keying on Nesmith. When you consider how big of a playmaker he is, they've really kept him in check through tonight. McQuade's points coming through the air game and the arm of Will DeMarco.
3rd down and 9. DeMarco huddling up. And can they pick up a big 3rd down and long? DeMarco plants, fires far side. It's going to be caught, but it's short of the marker. So Nesmith breaking off that pattern, and the defense was right there.
8 on the play. It'll become 4th down and 1 for the Knights.
And I think you're Bobby Bates. You got to go for this. And if you're the Hilton defense, this is why you lift weights throughout the year. Here we go. 4th and 1. The snap. It's the keeper. DeMarco trying to get to the pylon. DeMarco diving. From this angle, impossible to tell. McQuade's bench signaling they have it. There it is. 1st down. Will DeMarco. All guts on that one. Our 1st down brought to you by Lakeside Roofing and Contracting and the Tracy Door Company. For 3 generations, it's the Tracy Door Company.
From the Cadets 48-yard line.
We keep hearing from head coach Bobby Bates how there's never been any panic in his guys, even though they've been in back-and-forth games through 3 weeks of this season. And boy, DeMarco is the catalyst for that, right? He's calm and knows pressure.
DeMarco's going to throw. He's got Cox. Cox breaking a tackle, and he will be just shy of the marker. Actually, I think they give him a favorable spot here.
That's complete to number 13, Xavier Cox.
Yep, they're going to give him a 1st down. The Tracy Door Company. For 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company. Snap quickly. DeMarco rolling to his right. DeMarco, there's nothing there. He's going to throw it away. Erdman was trying to break free downfield, and that's just great defense on the back end by the Hilton Cadets. Here's Cox. And that gave McQuade a 1st down. 2nd down and 10. Going into motion, and a good designed play, a well-designed play, as it's going to be Cox breaking a tackle, and Cox will get in inside the 30. And down to about the 28.
Great job by Cox following his blocks, breaking a few tackles.
Good job by Ace Urban to set that screen on the outside. Here's going to be the handoff inside. Nesmith lowering the shoulder, getting to the marker. He's got the 1st down. Another McQuade 1st down brought to you by the Tracy Door Company for 3 generations. The Tracy Door Company.
Boy, don't you get the sense, though, as this game continues to wear on, how physical it was early on, how physical it continues to be. Now it's just a battle of guts and grit and who can actually, get that pull from deep inside to just get to that next gear as the 4th quarter clock continues to tick.
To recap McQuade's season, they've been here like this every week. Week 1, somehow pulling it out at Lancaster, down by 2 scores, winning in overtime. Week 2, a bonkers game against Rush Henrietta that they pull out. And then week 3, down again to Penfield. They found a win. Here's cut flag coming down. So a flag, and the home fans recognize it right away, and this is going to help out the home team, certainly.
Holding. Number 5, White. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
To the delight of the Hilton faithful, right in front of us here in our booth. That's Zach Couch. You can see the grip on the shoulder pads there, and pretty easy call for our officiating crew tonight.
You know what I like about that, too? If you're Di Battisto, show that you're being held. Like, make it be known. Well-coached team. Whistle. What is, okay.
I get the sense that McQuade was moving a little too fast for the officiating crew on that one. As the official was winding the clock just as the ball was being snapped. And now we'll get going again.
All right, so let's see if McQuade opts to change up that call. DeMarco will have Cox in the backfield. And he's going to hand it off to Xavier Cox, and he's not going to find much. Maybe one. Jose DeSource, the sophomore. He and Matrano splitting the time there on the outside.
Yeah. Cox running patiently, looking for a hole that didn't develop, and DeSource bringing him down from behind.
McQuade not showing any panic here on second down and long. The snap and room on the outside, trying to cut it up. That's going to be number 2, Paul Rizzo. Rizzo's going to get some positive yardage and bring it inside the red zone. Back inside the Ide family of dealerships red zone to bring up 3rd and short.
Well, again, it's that attacking the perimeter style of offense that McQuade wanted to execute against Hilton here, knowing how committed they were going to be to trying to stop Nesmith, which they've been successful at in this game. One broken tackle, one missed tackle can lead to a big play.
Paul Rizzo, big New York Yankee fan. 3rd down and short.
The last name Rizzo? That's shocking.
Now the pitch, cutting it up. 1st down and more. Lowering the shoulder and getting it inside the 5. Alan Nesmith. 5 touchdowns last week. That might be his biggest run tonight. Brought to you by the Tracy Door Company. A 1st down for 3 generations. The Tracy Door Company. Handoff on the inside. And there's the signal. McQuade retaking the lead. It's good enough for American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The home improvement company that cares. Nesmith getting the call.
I want to say it was Couch that maybe got the head up there.
They announced Nesmith is a Couch. Nesmith coming over. Couch getting the touchdown. The fullback on that.
Little redemption for the holding call earlier in the drive. McQuade getting back on the board.
The kick does get through. Wilson with the kick, and we go to break. It's now Hilton's turn, as it is McQuade taking the lead, 21-17. It's the law offices of William Mattar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group.
Local business is at the heart of every community. But lately, you're seeing a lot less local and a lot more corporate. But Ide Volkswagen is still locally owned. So when you do business with us, not only are you supporting a local family-owned business, but you're also supporting the hundreds of charities, sports teams, events, and organizations that we take part of in your community. So if you're in the market for a vehicle or service, please visit us at Ide Volkswagen in East Rochester. We're here, we're local, and we'd love to earn your business.
You know, what do they say on the Buffalo Bills offense? Everyone eats. That's the case tonight. Couch touchdown. Meyer touchdown. Cox a touchdown. And you can eat at Pettinari's. How about that for a segue? Pettinari's, Roosevelt Highway. Fun place to shop, and we appreciate their sponsorship here tonight.
I heard the plates were delicious. Of course, we didn't get the chance to indulge in the plates,
I
but
know.
That's fine. You know, maybe one of these weeks, Gene. Our crew. We've got a hungry crew. Got to feed the hungry crew.
6:11 remaining in this contest. And does this not have the feel, as this is the USA insulation kickoff, that whoever has the ball last might win this game? As up along the near side and hurling a defender. What a nice return there by Anthony Matrano, number 44.
Number 22, Jack Mansour. Pushing number 44, Anthony Matrano.
Anthony Matrano giving the Cadets some nice field position.
Fantastic return. It is first and 10 Cadets.
Yeah, Matrano corralling that kickoff. There's the hurdle right there. Ooh, good athleticism by the junior.
Kasorik under center. And they will go back to DiBattisto. 2 on the carry. As this brings us past the midway point here of the fourth.
Number 35, John DiBattisto on the carry for the Cadets. Gain of 3 on the play.
Kind of eerie here, as Kevin Roche pointing out, the final last year was McQuade 24, Hilton 21.
And if I'm not mistaken, last year both teams were undefeated going into that game as well.
Week 4, this has been a fantastic matchup as the pass to the outside. That's going to be caught. Good enough for the first down. Is going to be on the far side. Cooper Stroud. Wow, what a time to get your first target there, Cooper Stroud. And that is going to be good enough for Tracy Door Company first down for 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company.
The team effort tonight, and we know that there's some banged up players on Hilton on the offensive side of the ball, but everybody's stepping up, including Streb, the 6', 175-pound junior. Big play. Hilton back in business here, first down in plus territory.
Cooper Stroud, first target, converting for a first down. Back to the ground game. And DiBattisto is going to be wrapped up from behind. And a flag coming down on top of that. So we'll figure this out. Will Newbecker wrapping him up.
I wonder if we're going to get a hold on this. A face mask.
5-yard face mask.
Oh, okay.
5-yard penalty.
That'll go on McQuade.
Nope, right there, yep, for Newbecker.
It'll be first down and 5.
So 1st and 5 will be the odd down and distance here.
26.
Tyler Rieger to the far boundary. DiBattisto once again. And Sword is milking that clock. He's waiting for the official to count it down. There's going to be the snap. DiBattisto trying to follow his fullback. And, well, that time, good penetration there by McQuade's defensive line.
Number 35, John
Will Foster, amongst others, helping to limit that play.
That carry will put J.J. DiBattisto over 100 yards for the night. Bulk of his yardage coming in that first quarter. He's been battling. And here in the fourth quarter, he's still contributing.
Okay,
scoring a touchdown on their last drive.
We've got an official timeout here. Stopping the clock with 3:46 remaining. Ready for action. 2nd down and 4. And that is going to be good enough for the first down. Diving for Drew O'Buck. Getting it down to the 20-yard line. The Tracy Door Company for 3 generations. It's the Tracy Door Company.
Add another name to the list of players contributing to the success tonight. Drew O'Buck. When his number's been called, he's been effective for this Hilton offense.
Buck running it ahead. Now, if you're Hilton, are you trying to run down as much time as possible?
Sure seems like they are.
Yeah,
you mentioned a team that has the ball last could win this game, and if you can milk some clock here, and what do we have?
Do we have a Hilton timeout?
Timeout. Hilton.
Then the Cadets will take this opportunity to recognize and honor 1992 graduate and current social studies teacher at the high school, Jennifer Monfalletto.
McQuade leading here 21-17, and when we're reviewing our vinyl outlet defense play of the game, two of them stick out to me, but to me, McQuade getting the interception. Yeah, let's take a look at it. This will be our vinyl outlet defense play of the game.
Is brought to you by the Vinyl Outlet. The Vinyl Outlet. Let us transform your home.
10 porches in Western New York.
Look, Xavier Cox taking advantage of a little bit of an underthrown Matt Kasoric pass. What's special about this play is not only does Cox get the interception here, and Cox wrapped the ensuing drive up with a touchdown reception of his own. Need a play here if you're McQuade's defense.
1st and 10, DiBattista.
Number 60, Bryce Weber.
I love the game management here by the head coach, Rich Lapani. It's clear. Let's score, but not too quickly here.
Makes a lot of sense. I mean, throughout the course of tonight, they've been able to kind of run the ball at will against McQuade. Their power run game has been it's been baffling McQuade's defense.
Was our director Eric Carpy telling us, reminding us that week 2 win, McQuade scored with 17 seconds remaining in regulation. The pump fake, Kasoric is under pressure, but Kasoric doing just a good job just to limit the damage on that. Maybe we'll give him 1 on the play.
Notice he didn't throw the ball away, didn't want to get rid of the ball, wanted that clock to continue to wind. The message is clear. Incomplete pass would stop the clock. It continues to wind. Even now it's 3rd and 7.
So if it's 4th down, does Bobby Bates, if they get the stop here in 3rd, does Bates use his first time out here? And for Hilton, no, they're actually gonna use a timeout. Watch. They're gonna bleed every second they can. I'm telling you, Danger, that should have been McQuade.
Timeout.
Maybe using a timeout there. Well, 1:32 remaining. What an entertaining game we have as we roll the tape. It was a long drive, 13 plays, field goal good by Rieger. Rieger then gets an interception, and that's going to set up, well, himself for the touchdown reception. It's 10-0 Hilton. But an interception by Cox. DeMarco, last play, 0's on the clock. Meyer with the touchdown. 10-7 is our score. McQuade then will take their first lead of the night. It's DeMarco with a second touchdown pass. This to Cox. Cox holding on. But then Hilton with the answer quickly. Who else? DiBattista rumbling into the end zone. But then McQuade on their last drive answering. The fullback, Zach Couch. And that's where we're at. 21-17. 3rd down and 7 coming up here for the Cadets. 1:32 remaining on the game clock.
See what Rich Lapani has dialed up. Impressive performance tonight by Matt Kasoric, who's been poised in the pocket and done everything that's been asked of him. One unfortunate pass that led to an interception, but can't really say enough about he's done now. McQuade will take a timeout.
So Bobby Bates will make sure, all right, we got to look here. And it is like the NBA. All right, we're going to come out with our formation. Now let's see if we switch it up here. Fun game here tonight. We appreciate all our sponsors, including the Vinyl Outlet. Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by the Vinyl Outlet. The Vinyl Outlet, the best in fences, decks, railings, and porches. I know Rich Lapani said didn't know what to expect. I think we expected something like this coming down the last possession.
You could say, yeah, I'm coming into this game, any game, I don't know what to, you know what to expect. This is Hilton McQuade, and these are two programs with a rich history, a rich tradition, a lot of respect for each other, coming into this one undefeated. And McQuade knows that no matter who they're playing, they're going to get their best shot week in and week out. And they're getting it tonight from Hilton, who's got a chance to seal this away right now if they can continue this drive.
Tidings will be one of the receivers. He's in the slot to the right. So trips right, 3rd and 7. Kasorik with time. Throws over the middle. He's got it. Tidings touchdown. Nolan Tidings. And what a job by that offensive line. That's an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The home improvement company that cares.
Fantastic job by the offensive line. I mean, you have everybody back in coverage. Somehow Tidings finds an opening. And a perfect strike by Kasorik for the touchdown. Hilton takes the late lead in the fourth quarter.
Tidings, what a time for him to come up with his first catch. He's getting congratulated on the sideline. Rieger's done so much for this team. He has a big extra point coming up. Kick is down, has the distance. He puts it through. Well, last year our final was 24-21, but it was McQuade in favor. But now, if there's one team, Mike Danger, in Section 5 that can go the distance in the field with 1:26 remaining, yeah, it would be the 5-time defending champions here of Class AA.
Man, you got everybody in McQuade back in coverage. Great job by the Hilton offensive line providing that pocket and keeping the pocket clean for Kasorik to deliver the strike to Tidings. Clear lane, great vision, bullet pass. Just great execution, frustration on the McQuade defense. But you're right, this is a team that we've heard from Coach Bobby Bates throughout the course of this young season, and they're a young team. They haven't had any panic. They've faced a season's worth of adversity through 3 weeks of this season. And so with 1:26 and 2 timeouts, you have to imagine McQuade's going to make this interesting down the stretch.
Well, your 2 top playmakers, Nesmith and Cox, and knowing that it's going to be a squib kick. Can't fault that, as it'll be the upman taking it, Jack Mansour. So that takes off only a few seconds, 1:20 remaining. And they will spot it at the 40-yard line.
Now, last week, Hilton was in a similar situation against Rush Henrietta. They had a 21-14 lead late in that game. Rush Henrietta driving down the field. And it was J.J. DiBattisto making an interception to seal the victory for Hilton. Let's see if this defense, this cadet defense, can come up with a big play and remain undefeated. Seal a victory against the 5-time defending section champs.
I'm going to make a suggestion here. Hilton is spreading this out defensively, as you would expect. You can run the ball here with Nesmith. Let's see if they try it. It'll be DeMarco on the run, trying to find his man on the far sideline. That'll be caught. That's Meyer, who's got his 3rd reception tonight. And it takes 5 seconds off the clock.
We had the chance to see this similar kind of scenes play out a couple of weeks ago against Rush Henrietta. They know how to work the sidelines. And, of course, DeMarco accurate with those passes out to the perimeter.
Call it a gain of 6. Here's DeMarco pump faking. Now throws over the middle. It's going to be off the hand. Xavier Cox. So we should point out McQuade has 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, and 1:11 is a world of time for McQuade's offense.
You don't have to get a touchdown here either. You could set up for a field goal, certainly, attempt. 5 wide, DeMarco takes the snap. DeMarco plants, throws. It's caught by Cox. Cox at the 40. Cox breaks a tackle at the 30. Cox still on his feet. He's knocked out of bounds. What an effort by number 13, Xavier Cox. It's good enough for Tracy Door Company. First down for 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company.
Just watch Cox and his feet here moving. I mean, broken tackles, jukes, and then works his way out of bounds. And just like that, with just over a minute to go, McQuade's in business.
Could this be another spectacular finish in a season that's already had few of them for McQuade? 1:02 remaining in regulation. The Knights started this drive at their 40. They're inside the 30. DeMarco stepping up in the pocket. DeMarco directing traffic. Throws on the run, and he wanted Cox. Cox was open at the 10. Ball was just a little too tall.
Nice job by the Hilton secondary. Great coverage downfield. Really, DeMarco having the time to kind of find an open receiver. Not able to deliver an accurate pass to Cox there for a big play. McQuade's done this and haven't used a timeout yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining. Playbook is open.
And now we get a whistle, and it's going to be Hilton.
Timeout, Cadets.
Using their last timeout with 55 seconds remaining in regulation.
Now Hilton without timeouts here.
Yeah, there's only one way. It's to get a stop here. Like, if McQuade goes ahead here, very hard to imagine that Hilton will have any opportunity. Bobby Bates coaching his team up. That's big, number 78, Bryson Terry at 6'5", 325. Blocking the view of the head coach.
Well, at least he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, right.
Bright future ahead for that young man, for sure.
4 wide receivers. 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. DeMarco plants, throws, far side, and it is caught. Knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Xavier Cox, again, the target. Oh, what hands there by Cox. Pulling that in with Metrano draped all over him. That's not enough for the first down. It is going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and 3. DeMarco takes the snap. DeMarco trying to buy time, rolling to his right, throwing on the run. It's caught! Caught inside the 15. The official right there. Good enough for a Tracy Door Company first down. For 3 generations, the Tracy Door Company. We're back inside the Ide family of dealerships red zone as well. And we get a timeout on the field.
Boy, DeMarco just so patient on this. And you got chaos all around him, delivering a strike. His catch on the sideline there, a little toe tap on the boundary.
Yeah, 2 receivers right next to one another. I'm sure that wasn't the design of the original play.
I mean, looked for a second there that DeMarco was going to run. We saw a player for Hilton. We saw Caleb Grayson lose his helmet on that play. Chaos on the field. DeMarco still delivering a strike.
As running toward the end zone. Down at the 1. Nesmith down at the 1. Does McQuade hurry up? They've got the 1 timeout remaining. McQuade looking to go ahead. DeMarco saying, give it to me. Does DeMarco keep it himself? No. He hands it off. No signal yet. Officials Boy, they got to make the call here. There it is! Touchdown! Touchdown, McQuade! The crowd is stunned with just 12 seconds remaining. An American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown, the home improvement company that cares.
They go back to couch here. Let's get a good look at this.